Hello guys and welcome to Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the NASDAQ 100. We have a very important video ahead of us as we've seen more volatility here for the NASDAQ 100. But just before I start today's video, for those who are interested in joining my signal service, please don't hesitate to visit my website dailymarketmovements.com. I charge a very small fee of $29.99 and I've left the link in the description of today's video. So the NASDAQ 100 currently down 3% on the second trading session of the week here on Tuesday. Of course, yesterday we were up around 1%, and then today we've pretty much gone and paired all of those gains, and we're now trading even further towards the downside. This has pretty much been the story of the NASDAQ 100 in 2020. Any gains that occur shortly are ruined, and beyond that, trade towards the downside as we continue to trade more and more negatively throughout the year. So I've been mentioning over the past couple of weeks now that it looks to me, although that the NASDAQ 100 is starting to form a W pattern, and it was only yesterday when we kind of drew this W pattern that we've got, that we're currently forming. And the big question is, do we hold here down at 13,000? I think, personally, I think the answer is yes. And, funnily enough, we have some very exciting news coming out tonight. We have the earnings of Microsoft, we have the earnings of Google, and Amazon and Apple within the next couple of weeks. But of course, tonight we have the earnings of Microsoft and Google, which is going to be very interesting to see how these companies have done. If we get a blowout quarter, it could be the catalyst that sends the NASDAQ 100 higher. But even if we were to open up, let's say 1 or 2% in the green tomorrow for the NASDAQ 100, we're not out of the woods yet, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if we even rolled over. One area where I really wanted to see the NASDAQ 100 achieve is the 13,000 area. If we're going down and touch 13,000, that is an area where I think bulls will come in and protect this market. I don't think that we slice through 13,000 personally. If we do, that then opens up a trapdoor to much further gains. I think it's important to also understand and to recognize that the RSI here is, if I just draw another circle here, the RSI is approaching the oversold territory. And if you go through to some of my favorite stocks in the NASDAQ 100, like Nvidia, for example, we're pretty much oversold at this moment in time. Same for the likes of AMD, etc. So those stocks are starting to become oversold, and I feel like it's only a matter of time now until we do have a relief rally towards the upside. And the big question is, can we build on that? For this market to turn around, one of two things has to happen. Either the fundamentals have to get stronger, and at this moment in time, we're not really seeing that. We're not really seeing inflation roll over. We're not seeing the Fed become more dovish, and we're not really seeing much positive developments with regards to the Ukraine and Russian war. And the other being that these large tech stocks become so cheap that they basically come they get to a certain price where you just can't ignore them and you have to buy some. And we are fastly approaching that area. I looked at some stocks like Google, for example. I really think Google's really cheap. You have Meta as well. Even Netflix is extremely cheap at this moment in time. So we have some fantastic value in these mega tech stocks at this moment in time. And in fact, I've seen value over the past couple of weeks that I've never seen before in the likes of Apple and Microsoft, Google, Nvidia. These stocks are starting to become quite cheap, and I think it's only a matter of time until the bulls, investors who have a time horizon of 3, 4, 5 years, even 10 years out, will come in and buy the dip, and of course that will cause a nice short-term rally here. And the big question is whether we can build upon that to go and snap above the 50 and the 200-day EMA. One thing I do know for certain is that there is going to be a lot of volatility in the upcoming trading sessions. That's good for us being traders. That's going to mean lots of money-making opportunities, and you want to be sure to be on the right side. So as I mentioned at the start of this video, if you are interested in making some money over the upcoming weeks, definitely go out and try my signal service over on my website, Daily Market Movements.